All right, what's going on, guys? Youngling Jr. So, Kim Potter, she has been, convicted of second degree and first degree manslaughter after, killing Daunte Wright. Now, Daunte Wright was an individual who was actually pulled over. He's 20 years old. It's on April 11th near Minnesota. He was pulled over due to a minor traffic violation, but he was already in the system due to, I think, failure to show up into court, and he had a weapons violation, okay, on him. And I seen the video. I'm not going to play the video. It's very graphic. But when all of this was going on, too, especially with the whole political uproar with George Floyd, he was, they told him to get out the car. He got out the car. Looks like, they was about to arrest him. And then he hurried up and ran and got back into the vehicle. And some kind of way, he decided to drive off. Kim Potter, on the other hand, she was yelling, "Taser, taser, taser." She got mixed up, according to her case, and accidentally shot, Daunte Wright. And he later, bled out and when he was fleeing the scene. And, this was kind of crazy because I was looking at this, she was a 20-year vet. She should know the difference, especially in these situations, right? To know the difference between, her equipment, too, when it comes to her taser, when to use it, and her gun. All right, because your taser is supposed to be on your non-dominant side, so I believe. And, she ended up utilizing, the freaking taser, I mean, not the taser, the gun, and shot and killed Daunte Wright. It was very sad, though, in so many situations, man, because, this young man didn't really have to die. I didn't have to utilize deadly force. Now, it was wrong what Daunte Wright was doing. I remember I made a video about that. He should be held accountable, okay? He shouldn't, he should have been taking care of his business. I wish he didn't ever really put the authorities in their hands, for his life. He should have, paid a fee and all that type of stuff and try to fight it off in court, but he didn't want to go to jail or whatever. And I think his whole mentality was, look, I'm gonna try to get away from the cops whatsoever. Maybe they're gonna tackle me, but I'm not going down without a fight. Now, it would have been justified if he posed as a threat and he would have ran away and was shooting at her with a gun, or he had to point a gun at her. That would have been a completely different story. But I mean, as a cop, you gotta, I know it's a tough situation and everything, stuff is happening in seconds. You don't want the suspect to get away, but that was careless, and they got her for negligence of an arm. And that she was wrong on that, because her reaction was like, "Oh shoot, I shot him." Now, when someone is shooting, let's just say this hypothetically, if someone was shooting at you, right, and you pull your gun out and you shot and killed them, you're not going to say, "Oh my God, I shot and killed them." Like, common sense can be like, no, this dude shot at me, so I'm going to shoot at him. I had every right to defend myself. Her situation was like, dang, I shot him. I meant to taser him. Like, so you knew that this wasn't a situation for you to go ahead and utilize your gun and shoot this young man. So I believe that's how she kind of lost that case there. But I mean, hey, I'm glad that the Daunte Wright's family, they finally received justice, especially around the Christmas holiday. It's completely sad, man. It was just so much going on, man. But at the end of the day, man, it's a fine. I believe the first degree murder, manslaughter, she'll be fined up to $30,000, and then that's a maximum of at least 15 years in prison. And the official sentencing of this case is going to be held on February 18th, all right? And it took like 27 hours for the jury to deliberate and come up with a decision, man. I mean, because I would be kind of conflicted too. I'd have been like, dang, man. I mean, yeah, it wasn't premeditated, but at the same time, though, like you need to be able to make executive decisions, the right decisions, especially when you're enforcing the law, right? And you're supposed to live by it. Even Keith Ellison, who was Attorney General, Minnesota Attorney General, he said this is going to send a powerful message to officers that not only that you have the power to enforce the law, but you have to live by it as well. If you violate that, you're going to suffer severe consequences as you were a regular citizen. But I mean, I just wish Daunte Wright, as a black man, I just wish he would have never done that, though, man. He probably would still have been living. I understand you don't want to go to jail for something that you didn't do, and you're gonna make terrible decisions. Like, I understand, as your youth, but with this, there was a crazy outcome, man. Because I'm pretty sure he had a lot to live for. Yeah, he made like bad decisions, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, for the situations like that, you expect like the professionals to handle it. Okay, so I'm not gonna say this was easy. Like, I don't think anyone can be able to do this. But once you have that much experience, you kind of expect it to, to eliminate situations like this. You expect it to, handle this with care, you know, to the point like, okay, I know when to use deadly force. I know when to do this, you know, if I have to. But in this case, man, it's, you know, the young man lost his life, you know, so that's why this has had to be really serious. But I kind of knew like, okay, she was going to be found guilty in any way. I mean, it's just a amount of evidence in that case. But yeah, I didn't watch the trial or anything. I seen it on my my timeline on YouTube. So, you know, in that nature. But I know Law and Crime Network, that's a great YouTube channel. They have a lot of crime and lawyer stuff on their YouTube channel. That's all they do. In course, they had the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. They had all this stuff, George Floyd, all of that, man. So yeah, but at the end of the day, man, yeah, that's what she deserves. I don't really feel sorry for her or anything, man. And you know, I just wish a lot of this stuff doesn't happen at the end of the day, man. But that's pretty much all I really have to say. I might have like, you know, link in the description box as far as, you know, the article. You guys can read up on that. You know, people, I don't know if you guys read Fox News, New York Times, but yeah, I was just like, man, you know, this is, you know, it wasn't really a long trial. It's just the deliberation was like 3 days. Well, I was trying to think that was kind of normal. So good thing is it wasn't resolved as a hung jury. You know, everybody was able to make a decision. So, but, you know, we don't have to really experience a retrial in this. But yeah, with Kim Potter, man, yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, so like this be a learning lesson. But at the end of the day, man, you know, it was just kind of embarrassing. You know, I just really wish that she would have, I don't know, man. You got to know the difference between your taser and your gun. I just feel like you've been on the force for that long, man. You know, that's why you train for those situations. But like I said, being in law enforcement is just so many gray areas. And that's like one of the hardest career fields ever, man. So I think they got it right. You know, I can't say, you know, she premeditated this. She didn't plan to do this. I'm not going to go that far. But it was a bad decision. And like I said, you know, I'm glad that, you know, the jury just didn't let her walk away. You know, she had to like live with this decision. Yeah, you probably didn't mean to do this, but at the end of the day, it wasn't, in this situation, wasn't justified for you to pull out your weapon and shoot him. You know, even if you didn't mean to do that. Sorry. You know, you can't let you go like that. So, because any cop can be like, oh, I thought, you know, come on now. So, but, you know, people on the Black Lives Matter movement, I think people was chanting on Daunte Wright's name. A lot of protesters and demonstrators, they were really happy. I think one of her relatives, Kim Potter, was like, I love you, Kim. She said, I love you too. After she was in handcuffs, you know, and got into custody. So we'll see more about February 18th if I get a little bit more information. But yeah, that's all I really have to say, man. You guys can like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I know that was really hard if I was on the jury, but I'm glad they made a right executive decision. And straight for my dog, she's got neuter and stuff, so that's why she had the cone on. But Luna is part of the family. I love her to death. But yeah, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video. This your boy, Youngling Jr. I'm out. Deuces.